Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new project that's launching within Droplit. Guys, this is one of the alphas that has been shared with us a few days ago. However, today is actually the day it's going to be launching. Hopefully we don't have to use it, but this is extremely bullish for the Droplit protocol. Stay tuned till the end so I can share all the details with you guys. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. And let's get started in today's video. So first, let's start off by saying this. The Droplit team is one of the teams that really is hustling behind the scenes. Like every single time we talk to them, they're working on something new. And I love it because no matter what happens to them, they're not phased. You know what I mean? And like we've said this a couple times now, but we feel like the total value in the protocol is kind of very stable at around 1,200,000. So it's looking very, very good for the Droplit protocol. So I think right now is a pretty good time to build your bags. And if you think that you're not sure if you want to be building your bags or not, the project that is launching today, the new mechanic, the new little degen play that's launching today on March 27th is actually something that's really beneficial for everybody that's in the protocol, whether you're a new investor or you're an old investor. So let's dive deep into it. But before we get started, let's look at the prices right now. So we can see that Droplit is sitting at $1.03. GDS at $122 and L bonds at $1.03 as well. So one of the things that, when I first heard about Droplit, when it first launched, one of the things that really was scary to me before investing as a brand new investor that's investing in a tomb fork type of project is the fact that if a protocol goes under peg, like you guys can see over here, if the protocol goes under peg, the boardroom, the water bucket, does not emit any more rewards, right? So under peg, the water bucket is basically giving debt to everybody that's in the community, and we have to pay that debt off before it starts paying us some more lit tokens, right? So every time we go under peg, we're not getting paid anymore. And that was an issue for me when I first started, because I was like, when crypto is so volatile and community emotions is in play, it's really hard to try to stay over peg, right? And this was something that had no issue with in the protocol when it first launched. Everybody was completely on the same page until some things happened, which I'm not going to go into detail about, but things happened. But essentially what has been going on is that a lot of fear and uncertainty has been going on in a lot of the people in the community, right? So whenever we get close to peg, whenever we go just a little bit under peg, a lot of people start selling off, and it's a danger that we're putting ourselves in, right? So this is why one of the other things that the protocol is offering is the bonds. So the bonds is something that is very safe. It's something that as soon as we go under peg, you're able to buy. And once you buy those bonds, you wait for every investor to buy in. We go back over peg, and then you can swap those L bonds for some lit tokens, and then you get some little bit of a price appreciation. I think over $1.10, that's when you get a bit of a premium, right? A lot of people like Moonshot, for example, they say that they're not selling their L bonds until they get to $2.50 per lit token. And I'm not even going to talk about LeBron James. He's probably never going to sell his L bonds. You know what I mean? All this to say is the bonds is something that's very safe. A lot of people still don't understand how this works, but a lot of people are grabbing those bonds as soon as they're available. Like every epoch, there's a bit of bonds that are available if we're still under peg, and they're getting eaten up like crazy, which is why every time I come and I want to try to get some L bonds, I can't, because we're always back over peg. So it's something very good that the community has been working on, where every time we go under peg, it gets eaten up right away, and then we go over peg, right? But in that small little transition between over and under peg, we still go into that period where we have to pay back the boardroom before we start getting rewards in lit tokens. So we're not getting a lot of consistency in the water bucket until today, guys. Okay, so today on March 27th, a new mechanic, basically a new degen game, has been added to the Droplit protocol called Dropout, guys. And I couldn't be more excited about this. When the guys at Droplit shared this with me, I was so hyped. Okay, so we're gonna go into details. Essentially, this is a pay to bid, which is an auction where you pay in BUSD and you get some kind of a position, and then you have to get dropped out by other players, right? So to be able to buy in the dropout, it's not a token, by the way. Okay, so this is something that we have to make sure we get through our heads. Okay, so it's not a token, it's a mechanic within the protocol. So once you go to the useful links on the left side here, you're gonna see it appear over here somewhere. Is gonna say like dropout or something. You go there and that's where you can participate. So let's read through this. They're a type of auction where participants pay a non-refundable fee to place a bid. Okay, so this is what it is exactly. It's a bid. Each bid increases the auction price by a small amount. And by the looks of it, I feel like it's by a 10 BUSD increment. So if I come in with 10 BUSD, I'm the first participant. Then Moonshot comes in with 20 BUSD. He drops me out and he's the one in the lead right now with 20 BUSD. Then as Crypto comes in and he puts in 30 BUSD. He knocks out Moonshot, he knocks me out. We're both dropouts right now. As Crypto is in the lead with 30 BUSD. And it's always $10. It's always 10 BUSD increments. So you always have to have a larger capital than whoever's before you. I'm sure it's going to be indicated what's the minimum to deposit at that point, depending on what the bids have been placed so far. Each bid increases the auction by a small amount. Buying will have a 3-minute cooldown before the next person can buy in randomly instead of adding time to the auction clock. That way, the next buy is unpredictable. So this is one thing that they wanted to make sure is implemented in this game or this new mechanic, is that they don't want bots to come in and know exactly when a bid has been put in, so they outbid that bid. You know, when something is so predictable, bots can easily read the contract and jump in and drain the contract. So when it's a 3-minute cooldown, it's unpredictable when the last bid was made. It's something so good and so creative and so revolutionary for a tomb fork like Droplit that it makes it so much more elevated in creativity that it's the first of its kind as a DeFi project. So for me, this is something that I love to invest in because it's something new, something fresh, and it's going to get people excited to put in some BUSD. The auction ends when the timer runs out, and the highest bidder at that time wins the BUSD pot. You can only participate in the auctions only when the Droplit token is under peg. So as soon as we go under peg, this is going to be activated right away. And you can participate right away, put in your BUSD, and then you can either be in the lead or you get dropped out. And the highest bidder after 24 hours gets the whole jackpot, which I think here it says between 50 to 100. So let's keep reading. Dropout is automatically enabled as soon as the lit token goes under peg after March 27th. Feedback from the community will be encouraged in order to make this truly impeccable. So this is something that I loved about the last Late Now with Lit Talk. Sabrina, a community member, has dropped such a bullish new mechanic, I suppose, to elevate Dropout to something that is going to allow it not to go under peg even further, right? It's for sure not going to allow us to go under peg because this is going to get kicked in before we get under peg. So this is something that I think the Droplit team heard about, and they're going to think about it for potentially a V2 of Dropout. Say you enter with 10 BUSD. If someone enters with 20 BUSD, you are dropped out and the 20 BUSD contestant is in the lead, as I said before. If the person is still in the lead by the time the timer runs out, that person wins the jackpot. Buying will have a 3-minute cooldown before the next person can buy in again instead of adding time to the auction clock. The winner pot will be available within 24 hours of when the timer ends. The pot size will be anywhere from $15 minimum to $1,000 max depending on the participants. So let's say you put in 100 BUSD to buy some to buy and burn some lit. So basically, yeah, so whenever you put in BUSD, it buys and burns lit tokens. And that's why it's going to help it go closer to peg levels and then go over peg. So if you come in with 100, if you go in with 200, then automatically, and if you win, let's say $1,000, then you automatically 5 to 6x your money. So that's a crazy new mechanic that could get people a lot more money, or it could, you know, help the protocol in getting to that peg. Be part of the development. If you would like to have any changes to the system to make it better, reach out to any of the team members. So these guys are always on the Droplit chat. Just go there, tag CV, DeFi CV33, tag DeFi Proof, tag Paris, tag Moonshot, you know, tag anybody if you have any ideas on how to make this better, if you feel like there's a suggestion there, and let's do it. Okay, so guys, what do you think about this new mechanic? For me, I feel like I'm gonna be playing. I'm not as degen, so I'm gonna probably be investing more in the L bonds than Dropout, because I feel like this is gonna be very popular. But I don't have a lot of risk capital to put in here. I want to try to keep building my lit BUSD, keep building my GDS BUSD bags, and then lit GDS bags. But definitely will be playing this Dropout game at least maybe 2 times a week. You know, like, I want to try it out, because you never know. You never know. I could put in 50, I could put in 100, I can put in 200 BUSD, and I can get out with 5, 6, 700 BUSD at the end. So, you know, I could be lucky, I could not be lucky. And it says it here at the end too. Please note the risk compared to buying bonds. When under peg, bonds is a safer way to help get back to peg. Dropout is a fun but risky way to win the jackpot. So essentially, the higher the risk, the higher the reward, right? And the one thing that I love the most about this is that they give you the option. You can go safe or you can go degen. A lot of people have that degen in them, right? I was a degen when I first started. Like, the one thing that got me into all these projects before getting into drip is because I was a degen at heart, right? So a lot of people, I feel, are going to be going all over this place as soon as we go under peg. Right now, we're still over peg. So by the looks of it, we're probably not going to go under peg tomorrow. But you never know. Maybe people will never have to play this game, right? I hope we never have to play this game. I hope we always stay over peg. We always stay printing. And we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Right now, you guys can see I have $91 of rewards to claim. I have it mostly here in GDS. So I can take this and make my pairs. But I don't have my ledger with me, so I can't do it right now. But you know what, guys? I'm going to keep compounding. I want to try to accumulate GDS BUSD. But as I've shown you guys in the past, I'm having trouble approving the contract, and I think I'm gonna have to do some resetting to my MetaMask or just get Rabi wallet or something. I'm not sure, but I currently have 3.6 lit GDS LP, and I currently have 356 lit BUSD LP that I'm gonna keep building, because you know what, I'm still super excited for Swifty. That's one thing that I'm super hyped about. Swifty is hopefully coming soon. I'm super bullish on everything they're working on. Litastates looks amazing. Solit looks amazing. I can't wait to invest in that. So guys, let me know what you guys think about this new Dropout mechanic that's going to be launching today. Anyways, if you guys have any question about everything that was discussed today, leave it in the comment section below. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling very good about Droplit. Like, the 1 to 1.2 million TVL right now is looking very stable and super bullish, which means that it's the right time to grow. And I think what I'm going to be doing shortly is I'm going to start accumulating some GDS, because right now I feel inadequate with only 1.6 GDS in my water bucket, because, you know, I want to keep building more lit tokens as time goes on, because with LitX, with Solit, with Litastate, there's too many things that would require some lit and some GDS. So I want to keep building my bags. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.